Hello, welcome. This is 101 with TBO on Manifest Media Half Hour. Today we have the pleasure to have Dr. Jide Johnson, Director of Special Programs, Nigeria Institute of Journalism, Ogba. You're welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Good day to our listeners all over the world.
Thank you, sir. We want to look at the new task before the new IGP. We all know the new IGP to Jide was in Lagos. He was the AD to now the president of Nigeria, and at a point in time, he was posted to Rivers as commissioner of police and other formations like that where he worked. So let us look at the task before him. Yesterday, he said two things: the era of corruption, the era of impunity has gone in the Nigerian police force. Can this be realized?
Well, first and foremost, let me say congratulations to the acting Inspector General of Police, Tunji Dizu, and I pray and I hope that his nomination will be confirmed by the Senate. It's a reward of his hard work, excellence, and diligence. I can say this without any iota of doubt that if you are talking about any police officer in recent memory, one that is media friendly with his action, with the citizenry that is policing, with those in authority that has appointed him, and with the media that serve as a watchdog, I think there's no other person to be the IGP now rather than Jide. So it's very clear, like you have pointed out in the opening monologue. If you look at his performance as the commandant of the RRS after he took over from Odumosu, and then how the kind of transformation and the kind of engagement, the kind of engagement that the battered image that RRS had prior to that time was restored. Yeah. And then when he became commissioner of police, he was posted to Rivers State.
Yes.
When Rivers was highly volatile, there was a lot of volatility in Rivers State, and they were able to calm down situation and bring about peace between the warring factions. There are a lot of factions within the Rivers, and it was not immersed in the controversy between the governor. It was at the beginning of
when
the president, between the minister of FCT and the governor. He was able to stay above board and float above that. So I think that is fully prepared and is fully equipped to address the challenges.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. People are saying that the 22nd IGP and now Jide is the 23rd IGP. People are saying that why should he stay in office beyond that 2024 when he attained the age of 60, the retirement age? People are now saying that okay, Jide is 59. Very soon he will be 60. Would they extend such would I say such favor or such opportunity given to Egbetokun to Jide?
Well, the Police Act of 2024 has taken good care of that. That if you are appointed as the IGP months before your retirement, you're entitled to that 4-year term. That particular problem has been taken care of. You see, it is in Nigeria we bring a lot of politicking into such sensitive appointment. I recall the present Joint Chief of Staff of the United States of America, General Michael King, was pulled out of retirement. Present Judge was pulled out of retirement by the president, out of service. He has already retired to come and be the chairman, Joint Chief of Staff. So that is done in Nigeria. A lot of people. We read a lot of sentiment to some of the decisions we take. Well, is he a man appropriate for the job? Sometimes rules are made for man. Man is not made for the role. But in actual sense, that particular issue, and with the case of Egbetokun, with the extension of his tenure and the rest of that issue has been taken care of. If you are appointed as the Inspector General of Police, prior to your 60 years or 35 years retirement, it does not encumber you.
Just yesterday, when the baton was changed, when the exchange of baton happened, people were abducted. Worshippers were abducted in Usho, very close to Owo in Ondo State. Does this signal anything to you?
Don't worry, I can assure people. People don't have an understanding that when you pick Inspector General of Police or you pick the Chief of Army Staff and the rest of it, there are some sensitive decisions that are involved. There are certain criteria. Tunji is an operation man. He's an operation man. Don't worry. Operations people know how to deal with this particular issues about intelligence gathering and ensuring that once the intelligence is gathered, the operations are carried out to ensure that the intelligence that is gathered is executed to the fullest maximum. So I can assure people that some of these problems that we have in terms of will surely be addressed. It will not be totally eliminated within the first 6 months, 7 months. We should give at least we see some relief from what we see.
There was a particular clip I saw that he was even going around begging people.
It's about engagement. It's about the engagement of the citizens. And I've said the two things he spoke about. One, the era of impunity is gone. Now impunity comes from authority abusing the due processes and not having respect for the rule of law. Two, corruption. Corruption is basically not having respect for due process. And so two critical things that is affecting Nigerian society are the things he raised. He didn't say 10, he didn't say 5, he didn't say 6, he said two things will be the focus of this administration.
Because of our time, Dr. Jide Johnson, I know that yesterday, Deputy Inspector General of Police, if I'm not mistaken his rank, Frank Uba, retired or resigned. Why?
Well, it's an unwritten rule. It's an unwritten rule. Well, for his own case, if I were him, I won't retire. One, he's not a senior to Tunji Dizu by the year of enlistment. Tunji Dizu is a senior, and it is those that senior Tunji Dizu that should resign from the police force. But it's an unwritten rule that once a junior officer is there in the military, is there in the paramilitary. Once a junior, the people you can't be. But it's a Nigerian thing. I don't see
a big deal.
I don't see the big deal. It doesn't mean that in a family, if the youngest is picked as a king, every other person that is a prince should go and commit suicide. I think it's a lack of presence of mind and strength of personality. Look, if someone is appointed, if you still have something to give to the country, I said I am ready to serve. To serve. And there's a saying in my local dialect,
Thank you so much, Jide Johnson. It's a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much. That's how much we can take on one-on-one this segment. The program continues shortly.